Good afternoon and very warm welcome to all. Thank you for joining us today. I am Jost, your host for this webinar. Before we start, I would like to thank you all for your continuous support for subscribing Synergita and using the product for your organization performance management. We know 2020 has given us a lot of challenges, but we can make sure appraisal cycles in the middle of work from home and a pandemic isn't one of them. Today, we are presenting this webinar to help the HR team to run this year's appraisals with ease and efficiency as we are frequently enhancing the product with new features and modules. The presenter for today's webinar is Berlin Geo. Berlin has been part of Synergita for 2 years as a solution consultant and has more than 5 years of experience in various fields like account management, pre-sales, and HR. This session will be of 45 minutes along with your Q&A. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. All phones are set to mute, so if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them in the chat window located beside the presentation panel. We have received several questions from the registrants, which will be answered by the speaker during the Q&A. Also, you can continue sending your questions during the presentation and we will try to answer them during end of the session. If you do not receive answers to your questions today, we will definitely share them with you through email. Thank you for your participation and enjoy the session. Now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to Berlin.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for the patience. I'm sorry there was a small technical issue from our end. This is Berlin from Synergita, and let me quickly start the webinar now. Most of us are working from home today, and managers and employees have to manage all the appraisal doing without over a Zoom or a Teams meeting nowadays. 2020 March and April was very confusing time for several companies. Last year, companies have started the appraisal, but lockdown got announced. And everyone got busy with helping their employees moving towards working from home and to maintain the business continuity. So many companies started the appraisal and they stopped, or some not even started the appraisal. But towards end of the April, many got some clarity on how to handle the business and what to do. Later, close to 60% of our customers resumed appraisal and completed the process. We are expecting that this year there will be more clarity for all the business stakeholders in doing their appraisal. As we speak, most of our customers have already started their appraisal. These companies have Jan to December as their annual cycle. And customers who are doing April to March have started reaching out to us. One thing that we are seeing is the importance of communicating to the employees that these companies are laying. So what we are going to talk in this webinar is how do you make it better and easy for the HR admin to manage the appraisal in this 2021 work from home era. So this is the agenda for the meeting today. So here we discuss how HR admin can update the employee information, how to review and update goals and feedback form of the employees, how the process, the definition or the workflow can be reviewed or defined by the HR admin. Finally, how can they manage an appraisal cycle in the organization? At last, we'll talk about the communications in the system. It is critical that the data be updated or accurate before running an appraisal cycle. Typically, employee data such as primary manager, department designation, etc. should be always updated in a timely manner. Doing this before the launch of the cycle will save a lot of time during the administrative duties. To do this, you can quickly generate an employee details report and review that with your manager. If you find any of the data is out of sync, please make sure that you're updating that in Synergita. You can also instruct your team members to directly check and validate these informations in the system as well. And if Synergita is integrated with your HRIS tool, please make sure that all the information in your HRIS tool is updated so that the same will be reflected in Synergita. For all the non-integrated scenarios, I'll show you in the system how we can enable the how we can enable the or how we can modify the employee informations. So I'm an HR admin login now. So here there are two ways. One is if you have only a handful of employee details to be updated, then you can do it one by one, or you can bulk import the employee data. Let me show you how you can bulk import the employee data. For that, the HR admin has to go to import export option and import employee details. This is a simple three-step process where you can upload the template, validate, and upload all the final data into the system. In step one, you have to download the template. Once you fill the template with the employee data, you have to attach the file here. This will help to validate all the employee data. Once it is validated and you feel that it is right, then you can upload the data into the system. And here in the third step, you have three options. One is the system can create and update the existing record. The second option is the system has to only update the existing record, or the system should create only new employee record in the system. So based on this, a simple three-step process, you can easily bulk import employee data into the system. And now let's talk about how we can update the employee data one by one. If you go to people and my team, here you can see the list of employees. From this, you can choose one employee and update their data. For example, if I want to make change to the employee's designation, I can go ahead and change the designation just like that. Like this, I can make changes to any of the field here. Once I'm done making the changes, make sure that you're clicking save so that all your changes are updated in the system. You can also update the employees reporting structure or manager, which is another thing that changes frequently if the employee has put into a different project or something. You can give an effective to date, and you can give an effective to date for the previous manager. And you can add another new manager here. Let's say Harry is the new manager for this employee, and when this starts today. So just like that, you can add or change the primary manager or any other relationship for the employee. And you do have option to bulk import the employee relationship structure as well. So that being said, so that is how you can update an employee record. And the next thing you have to see is updating or reviewing the existing standard goals and feedback forms. If you want to introduce new goals or templates specific to your template mapping logic, make sure you're doing this well in advance. Based on department or level specific, you can create or update the existing template. Also, make sure that all your employees who are eligible for the appraisal cycle has submitted their goals for the current year, and also it is been approved by the manager. If not, create a goal setting cycle for them and make sure they are doing a goal setting before you initiate an appraisal. Now I'll go back to the system and show you how you can update goals, competencies, and also the feedback form for an employee. I'm back in the system, logged in as HR manager. Here you have to go to admin and HR admin. If you want to manage your standard goals, you have to go to manage goals, where you can review all the goals that are available here. If you want to make any change to the existing goal, you can go ahead and make these changes to the existing goals and save this. Or you can go ahead and add another new standard goal. You can provide a feedback group for which department it is. You can make sure you can give all these informations. If you want to see and manage the feedback form based on roles or designation, let's say I want to make changes or update the account analyst feedback form. So find the right form and you can review all the goals that are available already. You can update these goals. You can also add goals to this feedback form. Maybe in 2021 there might be some new initiatives. For that, I have to add a standard goal for all the employees. In that case, you can review all this form and add these new goal, also make changes to the old goal. Once you're done with that, make sure you're saving the feedback form and publishing the feedback form. Only if you publish this, the same will reflect to the employee's profile. So this is how you can review and update goals and feedback form in Synergita. After doing this, the next step is checking the existing process. It is really important to review and see if you want to simplify any of this stuff. Based on the lessons learned from the previous year, you can simplify the step. Or if you want to add next year's goal setting with the appraisal process, we can add this here in the current appraisal process instead of the employee waiting for the current appraisal process to close to initiate another goal setting cycle. If you want to make any changes in the workflow, you can contact our support team well in advance before the appraisal start so that we can help you for a smooth workflow initiation or workflow change. If the HR want to review the existing workflows in the system, you have to navigate to admin, HR admin and workflow to see all your workflows. How to manage the workflow cycle in Synergita? We have made a lot of changes here. The first thing is it is newly updated with a new UI, and you can now easily extend or reopen an appraisal cycle very easily. You can also auto add employees in the appraisal cycle. Now there is a help option available which will guide you on how to manage or create an appraisal cycle. Now it is a simple 3-step process. Let me go back to the system and show you how the new manage appraisal cycle looks like. Coming back to HR admin, here we have the manage process cycle. Now you can see there is a change in this UI. As I told earlier, you can easily extend or reopen an existing cycle by clicking this. You can go ahead and create a new process. Let me open a process that I have created already. Here you give all the basic details, the name, description, what workflow this should follow. If you want to know what is what or what you should enter in each field, this help option will guide you on what is what. So this is a first step where you give all the basic what month, what review period they should follow and all. If it is a qualitative process, you can turn on this so that it will be qualitative. In the second step, you will add all the participants for this appraisal cycle. One option is you can bulk import all the employees using an Excel template. You add all the employee numbers in a template, upload it, the system will add all the employees into the system that are available in the Excel sheet. Or you can use this add participant option where you have all these filters. For example, if you want to add only the sales department employees into the system, then you can click on this filter where it has the department wise filter. Select sales, click add to the list, so all the employees from sales will be added to the list. If you want to be more specific, you want to add all the sales employee from a certain location, let's say it is from Bangalore, go ahead and select Bangalore location. Now all the employees who are in Bangalore, who are in sales department alone, will be added to the list. Like this way you can add employees using any one of this filter or a combination of different filters to add employees to the feedback process. You can also add employees one by one using this option. So this is how we can manually add employees as a participant in the appraisal cycle. And we have introduced auto addition of employees as another step. Let's assume this is a probation to confirmation cycle and all the employees who has completed 6 months should undergo this process or to be added to this cycle. In that case, you can turn on this confirmation duration, give a duration time. Once an employee or a new joinee who completes 6 months in the organization will be automatically added to this cycle. This will eliminate lot of this will eliminate the HR intervention or the manual work the HR has to do when adding or creating participants in the appraisal cycle. If you want to be more specific, here also you can combine this with another filter by choosing a location or a department. So let's say all the employees who has joined the HR department who has crossed 6 months will undergo this process. Similarly, for you can use a combination of different filter to add the right set of employees automatically. So this is on step 2. The final step is a confirmation step where you give the start date and end date to the appraisal cycle. A save and confirm will initiate the process cycle. So it will take hardly 4 or 5 minutes for HR administrator to initiate a process cycle. If you want to send reminders or trigger reminders to the participants, you can turn on this auto trigger of reminder notification. This is to select the cycle click off notification. And for set goals, the reminder should go. The due date is 30th Jan 2020. If you say fixed, you can give it a date, and this is the due date for the set goal activity. You can also set a duration. Duration is 5 days from the start date of this start date of the cycle. So like this, you can trigger the reminder notification emails for the employees. And this is how you can manage the process cycle in Synergita. Now, as discussed, there is one way at this time communication is really needed, and we have to plan more time for appraisal because we are all working from home as a remote, and there is very less face-to-face interactions. And also we have to set more reminders this time. It has to be more frequent, and also we have to publish the schedule ahead of time. To set the reminders, there are a couple of ways. One is in step 3 of the manage process cycle, we can manage the reminders, which we just saw that. And another way is for an ongoing cycle, how an HR can automate the reminders for the appraisal cycle. Let me go back to the system and show you how. Here in HR admin and tenant administration, you have two options. One is manage notification and manage reminders. Let me open manage reminders, and this is where you set the frequency of the reminders and escalation emails. We create one. Let's say I'm creating one for approve goals. Give a description. The notification type is email. It is a growth module. Workflow activity is approve goals. The reminder. Now the reminder should start sending to the employee 5 days before the due date, and it should repeat every 2 days. So 5 days before the due date, the employees will get reminders on approving the goal, and also it will repeat every 2 days until he completes the task. Or you can set a end date to it. You can set on the day, so that on the day the employee will stop getting the reminder email on the due date. Once the due date is completed, the employee still hasn't finished the activity or completed the activity. In that case, you can set the escalation mail to be sent to the employee. For that, you can use. Okay, so this is the email template that should go for the reminder email. Let's say for all the reminder, this template should go to the employees for approving their goals. The second step, this is to escalation. The escalation should start from 1 day after the due date, and it should repeat every 2 days for 10 days. So for 10 days, an escalation email will be sent to the respected stakeholders every 2 days. For this, you can have another template. You can choose the template here. Upon saving, will complete this reminder setting, and the email will be triggered as per the settings that we have given here. So this is how you set a reminder and how to manage these email templates or who are the recipients, how we can manage this. You have to come back to the tenant administration, and for this we have this manage notification option. Let's say in performance, for acknowledging the PAP, I'm creating one report or a notification. For this, you can select to whom this has to go. If an employee has acknowledged the PAP, it should go to the primary manager, CCing the HR and the employee himself. So this message will or email will go to this employee. You can also add if you want any other address or email ID that you wish to add here. This is where you create or modify the subject line, and here you can modify the content of the email. You can also insert placeholders so that the system will automatically add the correct name for the activities. And managing the email is like this. If you want to manage the push notification, you can turn on this and you can enable the push comment on the push notification. PAP is acknowledged. So if an employee has Synergita's mobile app installed, the system will send a push notification to that mobile and it will show this text. Just like how you receive a WhatsApp notification, the system can send a push notification to mobile app as well. And this is how we manage the reminders and notification in the email. And if you want to know how to work on different things in Synergita, you can access support.synergita.com and you can ask how to manage appraisals. You can ask all these how-to questions and the system will guide you on how to do it. So this is a huge knowledge base that we have in Synergita. You can use this as well. I hope this session was very useful to one and all, and I believe that we all connected at the right time during this appraisal. We know this time of the year is really important for the HR admin to manage the appraisal cycle, and that too it is from home, working from home. If you need any configuration assistance or configuration help, please feel free to connect to us so that we can help you to run a smooth appraisal this year. Thank you all.
Thank you, Berlin, for sharing us your brief insights on how to do appraisals in work from home era. I hope the session was quite informative for all of you. So with this, we will go ahead and take some time for questions now. Just a reminder to attendees, if you have any questions, please be sure to type them into the question box on your control panel. It looks like we have few questions already, Berlin, so let me read out those questions for you. So the first
Yes.
one is how to view the current cycle name of an employee.
Okay, so for that, you can go to employee performance and my team's performance. There you can see the employee's current cycle and also the status of the employee. My team's performance. So for this employee, what is the status? He is in rated feedback, and this is the appraisal cycle name of the employee. He is in this cycle. Okay, next question. Do you have any other question, Jos?
Yes, so the next question is, Can we add an employee in the ongoing cycle?
Yes, we can definitely add an employee in the ongoing cycle. You have to go to admin, HR admin, and manage process cycle. There you open an existing cycle. In step 2, you can add employees, as I showed you in the webinar, where you can add employees using the filter, or you can bulk import, or you can add employees one by one.
All right. So the next question is it possible for us to enable the personal details and experience details by HR?
Yes, you can add that. Just like how you go to the employees data, my team, select an employee, and you can add all this information about the employee. The HR admin can make these changes. As HR, you can add experience for an employee, education, or skill.
Great. So the next question we have is how to extend the cycle duration.
Okay. For that, again, you have to go back to the manage process cycle and open a cycle. One is you can use this option, extend, and it will ask for a date until when you should extend this. You give a date, and until that date, it will be extended. Or you can open it, and in step 3, you have the start date and end date. Here you can change the date to extend the cycle. Yes.
Great. So
Do
the
you have
next
any other?
question is how to close the appraisal cycle.
Yeah, one is the system will automatically close the cycle if it crosses the end date. If you want to close the cycle manually, in step 3, we have this option to close this. So selecting this will close the appraisal cycle immediately.
Okay, so the next question is how to reopen the closed cycle.
Okay. To reopen, again, it is so we have all the closed process cycle available here. With this, yeah. So here we have the option to reopen it. It will ask for a due date. Using this, you can reopen the cycle easily, or you can open the cycle, and in step 3, you can create a start date and end date, make changes so that the cycle will be initiated again.
Great. So the next question is actually in continuation with the previous question we had, which is it possible for us to enable the personal details and experience details by HR? So they are particularly asking if it is possible to enable the tabs.
Yes, we can enable those tabs. You can contact our support team. They will assist you, or they will help you to do that.
All right. So I think we have covered all the questions. Thank you, Berlin. I hope the answers were helpful too.
Thank you, Jose.
Yeah, we appreciate all our customers and attendees for taking time asking your questions. So thank you very much. And so Berlin, is there anything else you wanted to cover before we wind up?
Yeah, actually, this year is very tough for everyone, and most of the employees or the employers skipped the appraisal cycle for the last year. And this time there are a lot of hope for all the employees. So please connect with us, and we are happy to help you to run a smooth appraisal cycle for you this year. We are there for you, and all the best for your appraisal. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Berlin. And thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here, and we will see you next time. Thank you.